I'm gonna, the only way I knew that my parents would, say, okay, you're moving out was if I had a child. And that's what I decided to do. And I left and I moved back to Encinitas with my son's father. And I lived there for a couple of years. I was working at the schools. My goal was to be a teacher. So I finished my high school and then I started going to Palomar College because I wanted to be a teacher. So I started taking a liberal arts, program at Palomar College and was doing that. I was working at the elementary school there as a noon duty, teacher assistant, whatever I could do. I would take my son in a stroller. Whenever they would let me, and lived there for a couple of years, and then ended up that relationship didn't work out, and ended up moving back to San Marcos with my parents in when I was like 19 years old.
So
then,
did you become a teacher?
I did not. I got my A degree. I kept studying, and then I got married at 21. It's a long story. I'm just diving into this and I'm answering your questions, but kind of just filling you in. I got married to my kid's dad, my two younger kids. I had two kids with him. I was married to him for several years and started a business when I was 25. Had a embroidery business, or started a sewing company out of my garage. Did that for many years, and then we, transitioned to an embroidery business and did that for many years. And then I'm like, I really want to get into real estate. I think my mom told me, she's like, I don't really see you doing this. I used to have a spot at the Escondido swap meet for years, and I was a hustler. I would sell, I'd still do it, embroidery like on shirts and, apparel and restaurants and construction. I was super busy. I was just had a full-fledged business there. And one day my mom's like, yeah, I like this, but I really don't like this for you. I can't see you doing this all your life. And I'm like, well, Mom, I'm making good money. It's like, nah, I don't see you doing this. You really should find something you're passionate about. And I'm like, I think you're right. I think, my calling had always been real estate. I always was in love with the fact of finding people a home